Hi guys, I wish to take you through Computer Studies Paper 2, Practical, October-November year 2012. And basically, these were the instructions. Indicate your name and IDEX number at the top right hand corner of each printout. And then there is also other instructions here. Therefore, I skip those ones and go straight to the question. And therefore, TikTok Consultants has shortlisted candidates for an interview for various positions in their organization. The following is a standard letter for each of the candidates to be interviewed. The information enclosed in angle brackets represents details about recipients, positions, dates, and time of the interview. A. Using a word processor, type the document as it appears and save it as letter main, 16 marks. Therefore, what we are supposed to do is to type this letter, top consultants, top human resource consultants, exactly as it appears. Then you save it as letter main. Remember, the examiner has said as it appears. That means word by word. There is no going with the shortcuts. Then after typing this one, we shall now go to the questions, and therefore let's type that one. Now I have just typed this, therefore this is my document. Look at the document and the way it looks like. Therefore this is my document, and we need it to be as required here. You can see invitation for an interview is bold and double underlined, but RE is not underlined. Therefore, we must do as the examiner wants it, and therefore we highlight up to that point. We just highlight this, then borrowed. Then once we borrowed, we need to go to this point here, then choose double line. That way, you see now it looks exactly as that one of the examiner. Then this one needed to be, that is this part here. This one needs to be center aligned. Therefore, this one should be centered. And then there is this part. There is this part here. This one. Now this one should be removed there. Then we need to have this one bigger in terms of size and also bold. Then down here we need to take a text box. Therefore we just go to insert, then shape, and then we take a small text box, draw it here, then type our stuff there. This is what we have typed there, human resource, and it's borrowed, and also something like 9. Then this one we have the spelling mistake of this word here, consultants, that way. Then you just go to format, shape outline, no outline, that way. Therefore that one will be exactly as the examiner wants it, should be closer there. Therefore after doing that one, though still this one is bigger, this one is bigger, you need to board this one up to this point. Therefore this one should be somehow bigger, that way. Then after doing that one, you go ahead to the next part. Therefore you can also look at Zukunzorata consulting partner. Let's look at how it looks like in the paper. Therefore you can see it is left aligned and consulting partner is borrowed. Therefore you just also go and do that one. This is borrowed, and also the other one should remain the way it is. Remember, you have been asked to make sure that it looks exactly as examiners, and that means your document must be exact. Then we proceed with the question. Therefore let's proceed with the question. Insert the following footer. This one, vision to be a reader in the provision of quality human resource, 2 marks. Therefore, you just go and do that. Therefore, you just double click at the footer, and then once you double click, you do as instructed. Therefore, you do as instructed. Therefore, just type that to be a reader in the provision of quality human resource for the development. That's what we need to have as the footer, and this one is italicized. Then after having done that one, we proceed, create the logo in figure 1, this one now, and position it below the statement top human resources consultant. Therefore, you're supposed to place it just here, this point here. This is where I need to place here. I need to place my logo, and therefore I just do that one in a faster way. For just create a new page, then you can just have a page in landscape so that we can be in a position to see what I'm doing. Therefore, just go to insert shape. You take that shape. It should be found in the flowchart, this one. Therefore, you draw that one. Then you change that is, you remove the color. Then from there, you just come and draw a straight line there, and also just copy paste this home, copy paste. We just bring the other one the other side. Then after doing that, you hold your shift key and group the objects. Therefore, you need to group the objects. Group. You see where I'm going here. You hit group. Group. When you group something, it becomes one. Therefore, you can see still it has not grouped. Therefore, I need also to group the other side. Group that way. Therefore, that means it will be in a position to go around, and that for that case, I just come to this point, and then I can just give it color black. Oh, sorry, this is for I need the outline color to be black. Then after having done that one, you see the way the examiner's logo looks like. We write TTC inside here. Therefore, I'm supposed to right click inside here, then edit text. I need to edit some text here. Add text. Therefore, I type TTC. Then I write that one and bold and increase the size and also make it bold. Therefore, after doing that one, I can now copy this. Copy. And before I copy, it is important I take strap and make it in front of text or behind text. Those two can work. Therefore, I copy this. Then now go to my document and then paste it there. Therefore, this is what we have. But you can just reduce the size of our logo. Therefore, I just go and place it there, somewhere there. So it should be down. Also, this one should be somewhere there. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. Therefore, that one is done. Then we have our 2 plus 8. We have 8 marks so far. Then we proceed. Table 1, this one now. Table 1 shows details about shortlisted candidates. Create a data source to store information in the table and save it as list file. Therefore, we are creating this one and we will be awarded 11 marks. Therefore, that one is here. I just cross this one. I have just done that one. Therefore, this is list file here. You see now, this one is list file here. This one here. This is list file. This is what the examiner want it named. Therefore, now that I have created that one, let's proceed and answer the question. Therefore, this one I have already now scored my 11 marks by creating that different file. Using mirror merge feature, merge the letter main and list file and save the document as merged document. Then insert page numbers at the top right hand side in the merged document. Therefore, we now go and create mirror merge. Therefore, you just remove this one. This one is no longer needed here. We go and do the mirror merge. Now, to do the mirror merge, remember, we need to have these fields, first and second name inserted here, address inserted here, town inserted here, and then the others, date, time, title. That means you go to mailings, then you click on, you go to mailings, here, then you go to, I have gone to mailings, then I go to insert merge here. The easiest way to do it is to go to this part, select recipients, then use an existing list. Good. Then just go to desktop, go to 2012 Kcse, then you choose your data source. My data source is list file. Therefore, my data source is now selected. So I need just to go to this point here, remove this. Then I want to insert. If I go to this other field here, insert, I am inserting first name, and then I'm also inserting the second name, these ones here. Therefore, let me make them red and bold so that you can see what I have inserted. Then we are inserting the address here. Just go to insert address. This one, this is the address. We are inserting the address. Therefore, that one, that one, that one. Then town, we are inserting the town here. Insert town. That way, insert town. We are also inserting the town there. Then we are inserting the title. Dear title, then second name. Therefore, dear title, and then the next one here, we remove this. Just have insert title space, insert let me just confirm, insert title, then insert second name. Should be the second name, not this one. Therefore, insert second name. There we are. Therefore, we highlight these ones that way and then bold. Then we proceed. Let's go to the next one, insert position here. Therefore, I just delete this. I insert position. Therefore, insert position. Insert position, cross. If I have inserted position here of that person, then date here, insert the date. Insert the date. Therefore, just go to this part, insert date. Therefore, my date should be red in color. Then insert time. I also insert time here. If I just go to insert time. Good. Then after doing that, I'm making them red so that you can see. Then after doing that one, I need now to finish my merge. Therefore, I just hit on this point here. Therefore, I just come here and hit on finish merge, then edit individual letters. In this dialog box, I choose all, then OK. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. See now my document is complete. The first guy is Anyango Wafula, PO Box this, Kisumu. Will be vying for an ICT assistance, 6th deck, 11 AM. Then after doing that one, if I scroll down, you see this one is Caroline Kandai, Kajiado, Miss Kandai, still accountant. The position for her position here is accountant, this one. Then we have Zachary Esonkon, Rodua, ICT assistance, that way. Then we go again now and answer the question. We need to insert the page numbers at the top right, and also save the document as merged document. Therefore, for that case, you just go to this point here, go to File, then Save As, then choose 2012 Kcse. That's where I want it to have to be. Then this one is merged. This one is merged document. Remember, spelling mistakes are penalized in national examinations, and therefore you need to be very keen on how you write your answers. This is documents, merged document. This M is capital, therefore you'll be penalized if you don't do that. Therefore I save it. I save that one as merged. You see, up here we have merged document. That's what I wanted. Then now we insert pages here. Therefore insert, then you go to page number, then you need them top of the page and at the right hand side. There we are, you see. Therefore you see our page numbers have been inserted at the top. Therefore if I scroll down, you see our page numbers will be inserted at the top corner. For just do a bit of corrections there. Therefore just move out there, then therefore just go insert, just go to page number, top of the page, and then here. Therefore that's where our page numbers should be located. Then you save that one. That one is done. Therefore I can just cross this one now. Then we proceed. In using list file as a data source, create a list of addresses to be printed on the envelope as shown. Therefore title, first name, that's how we need them. We need the envelope to be. And then after doing that, you are supposed to print. Your teacher should take you through on how to print a document. You just need to open the document and then press print, or press Ctrl+P on your computer keyboard. Therefore, let's do the envelope. And to do the envelope, you just need to, like for example, insert a new page here. I'm not supposed to actually do that. Open a new page. Then after opening the new page, I need to go to mailings. Then I go to envelopes, or you can just go to this point here and press envelopes. Therefore the wizard will launch. Therefore after doing that, you need to choose how your envelopes should look like. Like here, I just click on OK. Then once I click on OK, you can see this is my envelope here. Therefore I just need to go to this point here, then go to use an existing list. I go to desktop, then I go to 2012 Kcse, then just go to desktop, then I go to my folder. My folder is Kcse 2012. Then I click my data source. Then I need to insert the title, that just like I have been asked, title, and then insert first name, second name, and then I'm supposed to type PO box. I'm supposed to type that. Then I insert the address, then comma, I insert the town, there we are. Therefore this one's can be. Therefore after doing that, you just now hit finish, that is edit, and then finish. There we are. Therefore these are the various envelopes of various guys as asked. Therefore you can see these are the envelopes of those guys. And for that case, we are done with question number. And just save this one inside here as envelopes, that way. Therefore so far I have finished the first question. The first question is done, and therefore we can proceed to question number 2. Therefore question number 2, company XYZ sells products P, Q, and R Figure 3 shows an extract of a spreadsheet for the company's sales persons and their respective salaries in shillings for each product. Therefore, just mark how this one looks like. We have salesperson, we have product P, product Q, product R, total sales, points, category, and total pay. First of all, using a spreadsheet package, enter the above information and save it as sales table, 9 marks. What you need to do is first of all to note that this one has borders. Therefore, we shall assign borders. The word total and these headings here are bold, and also these ones are centered, and text wrapping has been applied. That is very important. And you can see here, format the worksheet as it appears. There is 4 marks for what I have just highlighted. And therefore, for that case, I will proceed and open my sales table. I have already typed that one to make the video shorter and also to save on time. And therefore, look at this, the way this one looks like. Therefore, that means we have to first of all perform the formatting. And therefore, we shall start by doing that. By doing this, then I highlight these tops, then I hit on bold, they are bold. Then still when you are at home, you go to this point here, this one, text wrap, hit text wrap, and then hit center. That way, then probably you can increase the text size a bit. That looks like that. This one is category. The word category, let me just confirm how that one looks like. The word category should be in full. These ones are that way. If we just need to increase this one that way to look like that of the examiner. Good, there we are. Then the next point is to put borders. You drag your cursor up to that point, then you put border. When you are at home, you go to this point here, just close to font, then put the all borders. Then, after doing that, borrowed the word total. I have now scored my 11 marks and also my that is my 9 marks and my 4 marks. Therefore, this one is in my pocket. Then we proceed to the next question. Type a formula at cell B9 to compute the total sales for product P. B9. We go to B9. Where is B? B9 here. This is where B9 is. Therefore, we need to calculate the total of this one. And therefore, you just type equals to sum. Sum, you open the bracket. Then hit the first one. You put full colon. Hit the last one. Put a bracket and press enter. As simple as that. That is the total for that one. And therefore, when I come here, I can be in a position to see the formula that I have used for that matter. Then, after doing that, we proceed to the next question. At cell E2, compute the total sales for Thomas. As that is for E2, compute the total sales for Thomas. Therefore, you just go to E2. E2, that is E2. That's where E2 is. Therefore, you can see E2 here in the name box. Therefore, my cursor is at E2. This is the code, the name box here. This is where you see the active cell. And therefore, I need the total for this guy. Therefore, I can opt to use many ways, but let's just use a function. A function is also a formula. Therefore, I click on that one. Then I put full colon. I click the last one, put bracket, and hit enter. As simple as that. That is the total. And when I click on it, I can see the formula. Then after doing that, proceed to the next question. Apply the formula to appropriate cells. Therefore, that means you just come to this point, this one, and pull down. Then you also come to this point here and pull across. That is what the examiner wants. Therefore, so far I have calculated my totals. Then, as a salesperson earns points for the sales of each product based on the following criteria: 1 point for every 50 for product P, 65, 2 points for 65 for product Q, 3 points for every 40 of product R. Therefore, you're supposed to type a formula in in cell F2 to compute the total points earned by Thomas, and then you apply to the rest. Therefore, for that one, what you need to do is to be very keen here. You'll be very keen. Therefore, just go to total points here, and then we can be in a position to see the points. You have been told for every 1 point of P, therefore that means it is equals to this one divided by 50 for every 1 point of that one for every point is Kenya shillings 50, and therefore you shall divide. You need for this one, sorry, this is we are wrong. We need to see how many points are here. Therefore, this is for product P. Therefore, this is that one divided by 50 multiplied by, that is 1 point for that. Therefore, if 1 point is 50 shillings, how many points are in 40,000? Therefore, multiplied by 1 times 1 times 1. You can put bracket for that case that way. Then plus, we add again plus. Then we divide, we open the bracket, we divide these ones. For product Q, we have been told 2. Therefore, it is that one divided by 65 multiplied by 2. We see how many points. 2 divided by 2 times 2. Then plus. The other one is open the bracket. We want to see how many points. Therefore, for product R, there are 3 for 40. Therefore, you divide it by 40 multiplied by 3. You see how many points are there. Then close the bracket and then press enter. Therefore, what I'm doing, I'm trying to get how many points, how many 50s are here. At this one, how many 65 are here and how many 40s are here. Then you press enter, and therefore this guy here has 834 point whatever points. Then you just drag down that way. Therefore, for that case, ladies and gentlemen, you realize that we have gotten our points, because you actually ask yourself, if 1 point is equals to 50 shillings, what about 40,000? Therefore, then you cross multiply. That means 50x equals to, then you divide. Therefore, that's what I am doing. Therefore, you can also put this one down to get the total points here. These are the total points. Then we proceed to the next question. We proceed to the next question. The next question. Okay, a salesperson is categorized based on points earned as follows. Therefore, over 1300, that salesperson is in category gold. Between 11 and 13, that is category silver, and below that one is bronze. Therefore, those salespersons attaining a gold category earn a promotion. Type a formula in G4 to determine Gabriel's category. Apply the formula across. Type the formula in G10 to determine the number of salespersons who earn a promotion. Therefore, what you need to do, you just go to this point here. Then you go to category, and then use if function. Therefore, just type that is equals to if this one, that is the if, sorry, just put a bracket. Therefore, if this is the field containing points, therefore if that one is greater than 1300, comma, you put a quotation mark, that person is under category gold. Else, if in the same category, that is F2, is greater than 1101, comma, then that person is in silver category. Else, that person is in bronze category. Then you cross the bracket. And hit enter. Then yes, you put yes. Therefore, this is the first guy here has bronze. Therefore, just pull this one down up to that point, and then the greater over 13 is gold, then silver. Therefore, there is none who has attained gold. And therefore, if we proceed to the next totope, to the next point, here we go to the next point. If we go to the next point, apply, we have done all that. Therefore, type a formula in G10 to determine the number of salesperson who will earn a promotion. That is in G10. And you have been told if somebody has gold, then G10 is this one. Then that person is promoted. And therefore, we shall just type equals to count if you put the range, we are counting from that point to this point, comma, then gold, you put that one, then close the bracket. Should it bring 0? There is nobody who has gotten a promotion. Therefore, this is the formula that is expected. Count if, the range, then gold. Then you score your 4 marks. Each salesperson, we go to the next question. Therefore, I just click outside. We go to the next question. The next question here, each salesperson earns a total pay of 20K plus 2% commission of their total sales. Use absolute referencing. Determine the total pay for each person if the value 2 is entered in B12. Therefore, we just go to B12 here. You type 2. That is the 2%. The value 2%. Therefore, our 2% is this way. Our 2% is inserted in B12. And therefore, we have been told that these guys, total pay, these guys here, they earn a salary of 20, that is total pay, they earn a salary of 20,000. And therefore, what we need to do first of all is to determine the total, that is the total pay, the total sales, so that we can determine the total sales for these guys here. Right now, for example, the total sales for these guys here equals to sum, open the bracket, then this guy sold that one up to this, that way, then you hit enter. That is sum. We remove this sum. Therefore, this guy sold this. Therefore, just drag down to see what they sold. Then, after now having this one, you can now determine the that is the commission. Therefore, the commission equals to absolute formula B absolute 12. Therefore, you can see it has picked this. Then, after doing that one is multiplied by this, that one. Then after doing that one, you can see it has taken that one. Then you proceed. Therefore, this is the first part of calculating the commission using absolute. Therefore, the answer gotten plus now what they earn. They earn 20,000. Then you press enter. Therefore, this guy earns that. Then you just pull down up to that point, even to see the total salary. Therefore, that's how that one is done according to the questions. You can see how I have gone through that one. Therefore, let's proceed to the next part. Therefore, the next part of the question is create a bar chart showing product P and product R sales for each salesperson. Insert appropriate labels. 9 marks. Therefore, we need to create a bar chart for P and R. And for that case, you just go to P. You select the product P. bar chart, and also we need to, okay, let me just read the questions once more. Create a bar chart, product P and Q for salespersons. Okay, therefore you can just highlight these ones, that one, then hold Control and highlight R. That is called selecting non-adjacent cells. Then from there you just go to insert, then you go to where bar chart is, bar chart. Therefore you go to where bar chart is, this is our bar chart, and you insert a bar chart. Therefore this is the bar chart for product R and P for these guys. Therefore you can see I have answered that question as expected. Then from there you just go to the question, rename the worksheet containing the data as sales data and the chart sheet as sales chart. You see there is this term chart sheet. That means you have to make your chart full screen. You click on it, then go to, now you click on your chart, then you go to this point here, move chart, then this dialog box comes. Therefore this is where you name your chart. Your chart should be named as sales chart. Remember, spelling mistakes are penalized. Therefore that one I have done. Then for this one you double click and rename it as sales data. Remember, spelling mistakes are penalized. You have to be as keen as possible. Then after doing that, we go to the next question. The next question, print the following sales data. Therefore that is the chart and the other one. Then the other one is sales showing the formula. Therefore if you want to see the formula, you usually you can press Control and Tirade. Therefore that's what I have done, Control and Tirade. Now Tirade is a sign that looks like and that is, it looks like let me just show you how Tirade looks like. A Tirade is like a minus sign that, exactly, this is Tirade here,
tilde.
Okay, this is the tilde, this one. It looks like a wave minus sign. Therefore that is how you populate your formulas. You can see now the examiner wanted to see the formulas that the student has used, and that's how you go about it. Therefore that is Kcse 2012. That's how you are supposed to tackle the paper so that you can score your A prime. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. See you in my next session.